Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes. Hi, you guys. I hope you're having a good day. So I just saw a picture of Harry leaving the UK in the car. It looked like he was able to capture the camera, the pitiful look on his face. He looked really distressed, I will say that. I liked some of the comments on Twitter, or known as X now, that the realization he can't get his brother's love back, the realization that his marriage is a farce, the realization that his brother's going to be king eventually real soon here, can be, the odds are higher than a 20-year, reign or whatever. Just reality hitting him, in essence. And he's got so many realities coming at him at one time. We have here, really the floor is falling out for these two, Meghan and Harry, with Samantha's court case. That's a public unmasking. It's also an unmasking that they've had the sugars under their thumb. And he's in panic mode. So, not looking good for him. And rushing back to the United States, people are joking on social media saying he's going back for his substances, is why he has to rush back. And he stayed in a hotel. He didn't get to see his brother. And another ex-Twitter was like, oh, he would have loved to have seen his brother. Yeah, he would have loved that, all right. Didn't get it. And that probably is another wake-up call. Just so lack of accountability, lack of self-awareness, it just doesn't register. Inability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, it just doesn't register. So just that whole cognitive, he's even lacking cognitive abilities. To even have that cognitive empathetic abilities is pretty low on him. He just doesn't get it. It's just like you're going to have to talk in circles till you're absolutely blue in the face for him to actually understand it, kind of energy. And so what else? Apparently King Charles was emotional during the 45-minute meeting is what people are saying. Thomas Markle apparently sent a message to Charles. He can really get the whole I'm under the weather energy and I wish you well. I wouldn't doubt that. So yeah, Harry's hoping he can be accepted back. And, he did have that back grid situation. People are saying that definitely Meghan did it. And I felt that immediately. I don't even want to throw cards on that back grid. Who called back grid? It's Meghan. Meghan loves her back grid. So Meghan called back grid. She's got eyes on the ground. They're in the UK. And all she has to do is just be in touch with her people, her whatever basic people she has, and lurking in the shadows and in the crevices. All she has to do is rely on them and they get it done. So that's what I feel. So I don't even want to throw cards on that. It's also rumored that Harry's really trying to milk the family and go in 6 months and all of that. But really what I believe is he really wants that crawl back. He wants that gilded cage that he complained and pissed and moaned about. He wants that bubble that he felt protected by, that he complained about. He wants everything back that he complained about. The grass was not greener on the other side. So that's an 8 of Cups card. I ran away thinking I was getting empowerment. I left all my attachments. He was facing obstacles, thinking he can override them. But now it's that 8 of Cups in reverse where, oops, I screwed up. That was shallow adventure. Now I want back. Can I get my atonement? Getting atonement's not so easy. So that is funny stuff. And now I'm on to the Regent section. This is where probably in the next, in terms of, I don't like prediction of time frame in tarot. It's not really good. But I think logically speaking, I think the next 2 years is going to be a rough road for the monarchy. That's just logically speaking how I feel. And I think that the regent situation, the regency for William is highly likely because of the age factor, the test, the situation is not going to necessarily be easy at his age. The chronic fatigue, the exhaustion, just the sheer lack of energy and stamina will be affected. So I think it may not be so much it's progressing, it's just the exhaustion factor. It takes a lot to be on your game, keep your game face up, keep your kindness up, and all of that when you're dealing with a profound health scare, and the anxiety, and wanting to spend time with your family and make the best of every day. It really does shift the perception of what's truly important. And I think he's gonna, I've said this before, I think he's gonna focus on grandkids and focus on his blessings. And that's the way most people react. Doesn't matter who you are. So prayers for him that he heals. And so anyways, I do think the walls, the ground's falling out. The ground's completely falling out for Meghan and Harry. And also, I think, for my opinion, could be wrong, for Charles as well in terms of his reign. So I want to get the Regency spread now. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to use the after deck, and I'm going to do it all upright because it is an after deck. So I'm not going to read it in reversals. And there is the box. It comes in a very nice box, as you can see, and it has a book and everything. So it's the after of what happens in the initial imagery of it. So it's like just like moments later kind of thing. So it's going to be done upright. So if it comes out reverse, expect me to shift it. So William getting the Regency. Oh boy. Oh, there you have that. That wanted out. That just, boom, there it is. King of Pentacles upright, the man who has it all. So he will have it all. He's going to absolutely have it all. He's going to be the worldly success. He's the good parental figure. It is solid investment. William is a solid investment for the UK. And he will go to get advice. He will be advised. They get it. They give good advice. They are good at opening up and accepting advice. King of Pentacles is not someone who's arrogant to the point where they can't grow and learn either. Because it's a high vibe position. It's a high vibe energy because that pentacle is upright. So, you know, it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning to have it all and to be the master worldly success. He will be a master worldly success. The bottom of the deck, that is the sun there. It's a good emotional news. And here, you know, we have the bull here. The bull's kind of bending its head down here, which is kind of interesting. So it's like almost bowing down, I feel, to William. Taking that strength of the bull and relent, kind of like just, it's the bow down. And kind of handing like the pentacle over to the bull, like, is this good move? Is this good? Is this a good maneuver? Is this a good focus? Should I focus on this here? So I think this is him like showing, okay, you tell me. So William's not going to be so arrogant that he's not going to take advice. And he is the sun there with the Page of Cups. And it's basically the inspiration jumping out of the cup. The cups, it's no longer just sitting in the cup waiting. That inspiration's jumping out and going with the flow. The fish is all about going with that flow of momentum, inspiration. It's about change. And it really is going with the tide. So I think he will get it. He's going to go with the tide. The inspiration is no longer just an emotional decision of just looking at it. When is it going to happen? It's happening now. It's jumped out. And as you can see, he's taking his first steps there. He's taking his first steps. There's one foot just slightly lifted off the ground there. So it's like taking one foot in front of the other and hoping it works out for you and hoping you're taking the right steps. And being very inspired, and that inspiration now is happening. So there you have that. Very good. Challenging position. Challenging position as Regency. And this probably, you know, like I said, maybe 2 years, maybe sooner, but definitely within the next 2 years. So I got 2 here. Challenging position. I have to read them upright. There we go. We have the Devil. Yeah, we have the Devil here, and then we have here, it looks like the chains are breaking free. The chains are breaking free, and you see 2 lovers on the bottom there. So it's almost kind of like, since it's a little bit after the effect with the Devil, it's like trying to break free of previous self-destruction situations. Devil also can be disease, illness, toxicity, unhealthy patterns, free from illusions. So this is William doing things his own way and letting things go. Because with this, it's just sort of the effects of, okay, I'm kind of releasing this situation. I know it's a problem. Maybe we should sort of break free onto our own here. But that is still an entwinement here. And what else do I see here? You know, he's still got that torch, that fire. So he's still going to have a lot of fire situations, a lot of torching to do, a lot of harming still around, a lot of heartache and pain. There's still some relationships that are really toxic that he's chained to, where they're only takers. And so it becomes an altered mental status. That could be, I feel that is Harry, dealing with Harry and his drugs, because the devil is about drugs, and it's also about Meghan and Harry and their issues, and the fuel and the control and the puppeting. So it's that sock puppet Harry that's a problem. And what do we do with this problem? With the seven of Cups? You know, the dream, the options. What options should I show him? It's also a sick, depressed, crazy card, 7 of Cups. You know, they'll drive you crazy. So yes, the devil will drive you crazy. The devil will drive you crazy, the future faking. So he's dealing with Harry. For me, this is the Harry card. These two right here is dealing with his brother. What do I do with my brother? You know, it's like a delusion of options for his brother. The codependency, cutting you down, cutting out, is he even an option? To even think of Harry as an option with the dark side is too much of a challenge. People are going to expect or ask him, what about Harry? Are you going to allow Harry in? That's a huge challenge, because that's just total future faking. That's a total future faking, gaslighting himself and the public to do so. And with his addictions, his issues with his wife and his addiction to his wife, knowing that the devil's in control here, they see him just like Queen Elizabeth said. She's evil. She's absolutely evil, of a gaslighting, manipulating liar. Total fantasy here. And he does, and then you see this snake here. You know, it's like getting caught up with the snake. The snake slithering, lies. So how is he going to clear up all that? That's the challenge. How do you clear all that up? So he's got that on his plate. He's going to inherit the problem of Meghan and Harry and his brother. You know, his brother. So yeah, I just said it. and his brother. All right, focal point, focal point, focal point, focal point. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles upright. So Ace of Pentacles, it's a new job. It's a new job. And then we have the beetle. The beetle is a really good representation. I forgot what the beetle means, but the beetle is about growth. There's straight, you know, with the beetle, they have a hard core, right? They have a hard shell, but they're soft on the inside. I feel like he has to be harsh on the outside, but he's going to keep his sensitivity and softness on the inside. But he's got to have that movement. There's clouds here. There's clouds and having to deal with problems. You see like the archway here. Where's the freedom here? How do I move past this? Keep things green, keep things plush, but I've got this little something in my hand I need to deal with. I want to grow. I want to flourish. I want things to go well. Ace of Pentacles is about the new beginning. It's like a gift of life here. Getting the seed of confidence, people having confidence in him. It is also material gain, becoming king or king regent. It's a promotion. It is a promotion card. So being promoted, and that investment's been put into him. That investment's been put into him to grow into that too. He was always meant to take the reign, to take that growth and have that toughness, but that softness in the middle, and use it. It's your job. It's your job. You need to seed it. You need to make things happen. And so that's a good card. And being an ace, it's a new focus, and it's a new beginning, and it's a spark. So the situation has sparked for the new job, new promotion of William. Let's get to the past position that doesn't serve. Well, there we go. Judgment. That wanted out. Judgment. The Judgment Day. It is the enlightenment. Okay. It's a final closure, a final sentence. It's an announcement. Purpose is done card, and it's a spiritual card. It's very spiritual. It's about forgiveness and healing, rebirthing, reincarnation. It's almost like anticipating the deletion, the end of Charles' reign, but it's not quite here yet. So if it's not abdication, this would be kind of like a regency spread, because it hasn't happened yet and it doesn't serve them, but yet it's also about rebirthing. Rebirthing, your job's been done here. We can't deny it any longer. Regency. Hidden energy. Got to put it upright. What we have here is the Knight of Swords upright. Getting the message. Yeah, it's an aggressor card. Quick, fast, very fast moving. It doesn't waver. So this is going to be fast acting. It's not going to slow down. And it's over a person or an event. It's a message of caution. And here he's having to slay some problems. I'm going to look at the imagery here. Slay some problems. So he's got his brother here to slay. I feel like, yeah, I got to slay this brother issue here. He's going to come in. There he is. He showed up. I need to slay him and take him down. And it's going to get ugly. It could get ugly here between the brothers, because he's not going to put up with Harry. He's going to slay it. He's going to cut him out. He's going to do what his dad didn't do. Sorry, you're not in. You come in, I'm cutting you out. You're out. Sorry. You know, I'm keeping my stability, not for you, but for myself, for what I have to do here. I'm doing what I have to do, what I've been trained to do, what I've been taught to do for this position my entire life. The seat of confidence was given to me, Harry, not you. Not you. Here we go, going into the future. Well, that popped. Going into the future. It's going to be the battle here. Yeah, we're going to have here a battle. Major battle going on. As you can see, this is just going to be chaos, competition, very confrontational here. And yeah, it's just not going to work out probably. And standing ground, that is a 7 of Wands. Very self-defensive. There's a line in the sand with this. And if you don't adhere to the line in the sand, the battle's going to keep going. And just stand your ground. Just get back, get back, get back. Because I'm going to keep fighting you if I have to. He knows Harry's going to keep fighting him. And there's uncertainty about whether or not Harry's going to get the message that, hey, sorry, buddy, you're out. And with the 7 is a challenging test. I've got things to do. Back down, back down, back down. So this is really telling Harry to get out of his way. Then we have the High Priestess as the feelings in the situation. The High Priestess is that idealistic person. So he is the idealistic person for the job. He's connected to spirit. He's going to keep his secrets. He's not going to reveal pertinent information. He's higher powered focused. So he is that higher position. He is like the High Priestess of the royal family. And he's not going to reveal things. It's hidden knowledge. He has hidden knowledge about Harry as well. And he's just not going to reveal it. He's just going to keep the moral high ground, because it's a spiritual high moral ground. And he's going to keep high vibe. He's going to keep high vibe going. And what do I have here? Oh, look at this. Wow. Okay. So if the bull gets too harsh, now that bull is going to end up in the water, drowning right in front of the High Priestess. So if the bull can be very stubborn, and you can just, hey, I'll just let the stubborn drown, is how I feel. Whoever's stubborn and won't honor my boundaries here will just drown, and then I'll just keep the secret and just watch you drown. I don't have to act and react to your abuse. So this kind of rings true to me of reactive abuse and taking the high moral ground, because Harry wants to start fires and drama. Harry likes the reactive abuse. He doesn't want to have to do reactive abuse on his brother, is how I'm feeling about this, because here is getting the warning and having Harry going, yeah, but what about me? You have to include me. What about mom? What about mommy? And mommy, and this, and I am. I'm going to start this fire. You know, you can't hold a line in the sand for me. What about mommy? Sorry. I know stuff about you, and you better back down and respect my boundaries here. And I'm going to keep the secret about the things I know about you. So William knows more than what he's going to let on, and he's going to definitely keep it within the family. He's not going to do what Harry did. He's not going to take it publicly. He's going to keep the battle private. Let's go to the outside influences. Read it upright. We have here Ace of Wands, and we have here with the lizard. The lizard. What is lizards? Lizards crawl around. Lizards is, I don't know what a lizard is. I should know the symbology here. But lizards are, they're into the warm climate. I know that. I'm feeling a warm climate here with clouds. Hoping that he can cut through the clouds and join him in that hand there. Can I join you? I've got some inspiration here. Can I come join you in your rulership, because the wand is about rulership. He wants to emerge from the clouds and somehow cling on to the enthusiasm and growth of another. So that's kind of what they do, don't they? Through shadows and clouds and misery, they try to cling on to others. And that's how he sees it. Yeah, whenever my brother's in a pickle, here he comes. And he expects me to help him get out of this pickle and grow, and give him some inspiration for business and growth, when all he does is he won't respect my boundaries, trying to kind of wiggle his way in. It's like trying to, you know, covertly get your way back in is how I feel, because we have this here, not respecting the boundaries. So he knows his brother's going to keep trying every time he's miserable. This is from like past experience, because William was always correcting Harry and always fixing his problems. He was like his therapist, and he's done being his therapist. He knows that his brother's always going to be looking for his approval. He's creating a battle, not respecting boundaries, and then wanting approval, because that Ace of Wands is please give me approval. Please give me the thumbs up. You know, please give me a job. Please, let's start something. I'm passionate. Can we start something? But that passion's gone up in smoke there. The passion turned into clouds, it looks like, trying to work through the issues. Clouds is just depression, and he's like a looming dark cloud of a lizard coming from California heat, wanting a job for growth for himself, to get himself out of his own mess and his own problems, which is his lawsuits, his wife, his public persona, everything, the ground's falling out from him, and he desperately needs help. He cannot take care of himself. Harry's never been able to, so he needs that protective bubble. He really needs that protective bubble. And before, this is like a card typically of a protective bubble and being self-defensive, and he needs that back. Please let me back into the bubble, because when I get in a mess, I want you to help me, and then keep the secret. And so this is what William's always had to do. He's always fixed his problems, because this is a very protective energy. In other decks, you will see this where the woman's, in this deck here, she's sitting in a little bubble with her hands like this. And so he's hoping to get back in, when I screw up, you fix me kind of vibe. Let's get to the next position here. Well. What do we have here? Oof. We have the Death card with the Estrangement card. Yeah, so he hopes to keep him out and cut him out, because he doesn't expect any change. It's a shame card. He's afraid. He's ashamed of his brother. And he knows his brother's suffering from shame and the humbling blow to his self-esteem. It's the Orphan card. And the Orphan is done. The Orphan with this, oh, that's Four of Pentacles. No, that's Four of Pentacles right there. So the Orphan wants money. The Orphan wants to belong. The Orphan's like, okay, I'm the problem child here in the family, but, you know, can you pray for me? I'm part of the family here, because it's spiritual element here. You're going to leave me out in the cold. What about money? What about possessing me? You know, it was supposed to be mine, mine, mine. I'm supposed to be king. Why are you king? I wanted that. Maybe you can let me in, please. Please open the door and let me in and take me back in. You know, I need these relationships. You know, I'll maintain my pattern of behavior. I just want the residual benefits, because this is definitely a residual benefits card of greed and financial focus. But the pattern of behavior is maintained. So as long as that pattern of behavior is maintained, he expects, you know, he's always had to cut through the clouds. You know, he's always been greedy. He's always been causing nothing but issues, wondering if he was going to transform and change himself as a relative, always cutting through the clouds for him, always having to hack through Harry's problems, making him feel like, geez, is this ever going to end? You know, it's a war. It's like the war of clouds, dealing with his brother, and then his brother coming in saying, but I'm your brother. Where's the money? And you have to keep me because I'm your brother. No, you don't. Nope, because here you have no home, no support. Nope, you don't have a job. You don't have anything. Homelessness. So Harry's facing homelessness. Harry's facing homelessness and wants to come back in. He wants to crawl back because his life is falling out. It's the total earthquake in reverse. It is complete scorched earth energy, basically, with these two. In a nutshell, it's like scorched earth, total scorched earth. It is also has the vibe of a Four of Wands in reverse, where he doesn't like his home. There is no celebrations in his home. He doesn't have the money for a life of celebration. Nobody wants him. The stability's gone. He doesn't have anything. It's all falling apart. We have a 5 and a 1, so there's conflict here. It's starting anything new, and he knows it. His life's falling apart. Total falling apart energy. And he knows it. He's just waiting for the next fire here, and breaking boundaries and saying, please let me in, give me a job, please accept me. I don't know. You're going to keep doing what you're doing, Harry. You've never stopped, and I've always had to clean up your messes, and I've always kept the secrets. But whoa, you went out there and you just told everyone about who you are. Everyone knows who you are now. I did not talk about you and who you truly are, but you sure gave it to the public just by being you. Now you've got shame on your plate here, and now you're terrified. You're absolutely terrified over money, Harry. And you're feeling like death because you need people to rescue you. It has a rescue element to it. You need to be rescued yet again. And I've always rescued you as my brother. That is a hope and a fear. He doesn't. So this is like, what do I do with my brother spread? He's inheriting the problem at this point. Final outcome. Wow. Queen of Swords. Whoa. Queen of Swords. This is going to be the Catherine card here. Catherine's going to speak up. She's going to be the one to help the matters here. So there's pain here, and there's a butterfly at the top. So the butterfly is a metamorphosis position. She's going to metamorphose, wow, into the queen, who is going to basically probably give him his freedom. Butterfly says, fly away, fly away. Let's see if he changes. Let's see if he manifests anything different. Let's look and wait and see. Use our intellect and not our emotions. Let's do it from an analytical standpoint to see what the truth is and accept the reality. Very shrewd, truth-telling, calling out the ignorance. You know, her heart's in the right place. She's older, wiser. She's suffered loss. She's very independent and fair. And so she's going to have an effect on the decision as well, because they will be king and queen regency here. So she's gonna say, well, let's just see what happens. Let's look at the truth. What are the truths? What else? And she wants purity. She's wearing white, and all the clouds are around her. So they know it's not going to be easy. They have to cut through all the clouds, through the problems, and not an easy task. Let's clarify that Queen of Swords. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. There we go. We have the Two of Wands, planning our life. Yeah, they're going to be planning their life from here on out. It is part of the life plan. It always has been part of the life plan. This is what they've been planning for a long time. So it's a lot of decisions to be made, and they have to act now. It's not going to be way down the line. Decisive actions are needed. So they're going to kind of observe. I think they're going to intellectually observe him and decide what to do, because this is their life. This is our life. We're in it together. We're the dualities here. We're the one that the world's looking at. Everyone's going to be looking at us. May need to turn our back to him because we have to focus on ourselves. This is a couple focusing on the world at large, not focused on Harry and Harry's problems. So it's looking like, all right, we know what the problem is. Maybe we should set him free, see if he changes and glows, maybe send him somewhere where he can grow, he can metamorphosis, he can change, do it intellectually. Keep your emotions in check. Don't involve your emotions, because the Queen of Swords does not get emotionally invested. It's strictly logical, and we're going to plan our life. We know what it is, and it's in front of the entire world. We're going to focus on world events, world outcomes, and your brother's just a problem here, so we're focusing on ourselves. So I see them focusing on what they have to do to be king and queen. Regency, stepping into the next phase of their life will be coming sooner than people anticipated. And probably, you know, I think it's going to be within the next 2 years or so. I think it's going to be a rough 2 years. And I definitely feel that it's going to be a very shaky, rocky 2 years for personally, not so much publicly, but personally going to be affected. Here we go. Then we have the Chariot. The Chariot is having the end game and knowing what you want, succeeding, charging forward with the issues at hand, because there's a lot of struggles here. The Chariot's all about struggles, and it is about getting it done. Victory. It's victory through adversity. Victory through adversity. And the next position here, ooh, 8 of Swords. Yeah, see, this person is a prisoner in their mind and cutting them free. Yeah, you did it to yourself, Harry. You took revenge on us, because the Chariot's also a card of revenge, a black and white shifting and splitting with mental struggles. Since you're so mentally struggled, Harry, we're going to cut you free so that you're not a prisoner in your mind. We don't want to be a prisoner in our mind over you. So we're going to have to win here, and the only success here is to cut the ties and the binds. The binds and the ties are being ripped off, cut off, and set free. And, you know, how do I get out of this relationship card is really what it is. It's a self-imposed card. We don't want to be imposed by you and your mental cage problems, because he always said the royal cage was a mental, torment. Well, you don't like it so much. And, we must leave the relationship. We must leave the relationship. So we're cutting you free. So I see them actually cutting Harry free. They're not going to put up with Harry. And Harry knows it. The look on his face leaving spoke volumes. He knows what's coming for him, and he doesn't have a place. So they're just going to carry on with their life. But I think the problem is Harry is going to be the outcast of the family, facing the poverty mindset, focusing on fear, no confidence. He's like the homeless brother who's going to maintain his pattern of behavior. So how do you handle that? How do you handle a person like that? I'm going to throw a couple cards on that. How do you handle the estrangement of the brother who's going to maintain his pattern of behavior? It's a rock bottom. He's going to be a backstabber, 10 of Swords, a painful move on for now. It's over. Can't deny the truth any longer. Basically saying no to him. It's a no position. It's the ending they did not assume would happen, or at least for Harry. Harry was expecting to get what he wants, so it's an ending for Harry. Sorry, you're defeated. This is a defeated card. We can't deny the truth. You got to accept this and carry on. Nope, sorry. I'm going to get at the bottom of the deck there. And then we have 2 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you don't need to come in. Harry wants to come in. He wants to be part of this 2 of Wands. He wants to be part of this right here. He was hoping, I can join you back in. I can be part of your decisions, and you can put me in a position next to you off to the side, and I can help you. No, you can't. No, we don't need you to come in. This won't be happening. And they're going to have to make compromises. They're going to have to figure it out. They're going to have to figure it out because he's incapable. The 2's in reverse, so there's too much disharmony and they're going to break ties. They're not going to give him any opportunities. There is no choices or decisions for Harry. It is not Harry's decision. It is not Harry's decision because there's creative tensions and power struggles going on. And what else can I say? It's cancellation of trips. You don't need to come in. We don't need you to come for 6 months at a time. Fearing him, fearing of the unknown, fearing the unknown of his repeat, constant pattern of behavior and the dark cloud that he is coming in and having to cut out and leave and let's just get out of here. We don't want to see him. We got the strained brother coming in. Too much problems here. So we never know what backstabbing event's going to happen next with my brother. And we're supposed to look after the world here, or we got bigger problems to look at. We don't need him helping us with the world problems. He's got his own problems, or he's not our problem. Just kind of set him free. It's not what he expects, but hey, he needs to choose his own path. He needs to choose his own path, and this is just a temporary, painful ending. He needs to learn to carry on with confidence. It's a 10 of Swords. Go up to the Ace of Swords. We know the truth about you, and we have a problem with you. So I don't see him taking him back. He's not going to take him back. They're gonna set him free. Something that's always needed to be done. So I would also like to throw a few cards here. I got this deck from a follower here. It's cute deck. It is from Lenormand. It's a Pixies. And it is from Skyla. Thanks, Skyla. So I'm going to throw a few of these just to finalize this spread here. Boom, that one's out. What do I have here? The Moon card. Yeah, the Moon. Disassociated from reality, splitting psychosis. You know, it's the lies. It's overall the lies, the deception, pushing you, trying to push you into the dream. It's the false impressions of Harry. Total disassociation. It's just, you know, they don't trust him. With the Moon card, it's too many lies and deception to trust the individual, and it's because of Harry's mentally ill. Harry's mental illness is the reason why he's going to maintain this pattern of behavior of being that lost, shameful, mentally sick child, always thinking he was going to, you know, transform himself and it would be the end of it. He'll rebirth and transform himself and he'll go with the flow of changes. No, he can't. He's still looming over them, keeping the same pattern of behavior going on because he's mentally sick. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.